Hey everybody. Okay, it's time for lesson 83. And now, finally, after almost at the end of these lessons, way into advanced Russian territory, we learn to tell the time. Very advanced skill in Russian. Okay, so pol basically means half of. So for example, polchasa is 30 minutes. Just to kind of give you an introduction. Let's go ahead and get started. So here is a conversation between two people. There's a guy here speaking on the phone to what appears to be a woman, or maybe it's a guy with long hair, but I think it's a woman.
Привет. Как дела?
Уф, работы много. А у тебя?
Через 1,5 часа заканчиваю работу. Хотел тебя пригласить погулять.
Погулять? Подожди, ты же обычно заканчиваешь работу в 8.
Ну да. Я тебе звонил полчаса назад, но ты не отвечала.
Была занята? Через 1,5 часа? Это же только 6:30 будет.
Просто без 15:06 уходит начальник. Ну вот я и подумал, что тоже пораньше уйду.
Я не могу так рано. У меня встреча назначена на 5:30.
Давай, я тебя подожду.
Ну, давай. Только думаю, что закончу не раньше, чем без 15:07.
Не проблема.
Тогда я тебе позвоню, как только буду свободна.
Договорились.
Okay, so he says,
Привет. Как дела?
"Hi, how's it going?"
Уф, работы много. А у тебя?
A lot of work. And how are you?
Через 1,5 часа заканчиваю работу. Хотел тебя пригласить погулять.
So, через полтора. So, полтора часа. So, actually, so полчаса is half an hour. Полтора часа is an hour and a half. So in an hour and a half, I finish work. And I wanted to invite you to go for a walk.
Погулять? Подожди, ты же обычно заканчиваешь работу в 8.
Take a walk? Wait, you usually finish work at в 8, at 8.
Ну да. Я тебе звонил полчаса назад, но ты не отвечала.
Well, yeah, I called you полчаса назад. Well, yeah, I called you half an hour ago, but you didn't answer.
Была занята?
I was busy.
Через 1,5 часа?
Через полтора часа. In an hour and a half?
Это же только 6:30 будет.
It will be only полседьмого. So 6:30. It's interesting. So in British English, it's actually something kind of funny. Americans don't say that. You don't see this in American English at all. But in British English, people sometimes say half and then a number for a time. So here she's saying 6:30. But the thing is, in British English, 6:30 means 7:30. That means 7:30. In Russian, as well as in German, 6:30 means half before 7. So you kind of have to be careful. In British English, 6:30 means 7:30, but here полседьмого 6:30 means 6:30. And also in German, halb sieben would be 6:30 also in German.
Просто без 15:06 уходит начальник. Ну вот я и подумал, что тоже пораньше уйду.
So, просто без... Right. Whoops. So, it's just that без 15:06. So, before 15:06. So literally he's saying without 15:06. That means Yeah, it's kind of a funny Russian construction. Without 15:06 means 15 minutes to 6. It means 6 o'clock without 15 minutes. So he's saying без 15:06, that means without 15:06 or 15 to 6. So 5:45. Уходит начальник. So the boss leaves at 15 to 6. Ну вот я и подумал, что тоже пораньше уйду. So I thought that I would also leave early.
Я не могу так рано.
I can't so early.
У меня встреча назначена на 5:30.
Okay. I have a meeting in or at 5:30. So again, 5:30, meaning here half before 6, so 5:30.
Давай, я тебя подожду.
Come on, I'll wait for you.
Ну, давай.
Well, okay, let's do this.
Только думаю, что закончу не раньше, чем без 15:07.
I think that I won't finish until без 15:07. So again, without 15:07, meaning 6:45 or 15 minutes before 7.
Не проблема.
No problem.
Тогда я тебе позвоню, как только буду свободна.
Then I will call you just as soon as I'm free.
Договорились.
Deal. Okay, that was that. So yeah, some funny time constructs in Russian, which might seem strange to English speakers. I mean, they're not that bad, but yeah, they might not be intuitive if you're a native English speaker. Okay, полтора часа. So полтора часа is 1 час, also 1 час, 1 hour, и 30 минут, and 30 minutes. Восемь is 7, 7 o'clock, 7 часов. Or, sorry, no, wait. 7 is 7. Восемь is 8. Yes, восемь is 8, 8 часов, so 8 o'clock. Полчаса, so a half hour is, of course, 30 минут. Полседьмого, so half of 7 is, half of 7, again, is 6:30. Although I think, let's see if it takes it, because technically I mean, if this is taken from the dialogue, then obviously it's 6:30 at night, so then it would be 18. I'm just curious, do they take 6:30? Because technically, полседьмого means, 6:30. It could be 6:30 a.m. or p.m. Let's see if it takes it. Без 15:06. So again, without 15:06, that means 6 o'clock minus 15 minutes. So that's 5:45. Полшестого, so half of 6 is 5:30. And без 15:07, so again 7, so without 15:07. So 7 o'clock minus 15 minutes is 6:45. Aha, it did take it. Okay, so yeah, so I think I could have put 18 here as well for 6 p.m., but, it could, 6 could mean 6 a.m. or p.m., so, okay, that's fine. That worked. All right, moving on. So, now we need to, it says write out the time and numbers, but actually we don't need to write anything out. We just click on the right answers. So, в сколько часов парень звонит девушке? So, at what time did the guy call the girl? What time? It's actually a good question. What time did the guy call the woman? I think it's actually a good question. I must have missed that. I don't seem to. It's interesting. I guess you need to decipher the dialogue a bit, maybe do a little bit of math to figure out when he called her, because I don't think they said in the call, I don't think they explicitly said when he called, did they? So you need to probably figure out from context, from piecing together some numbers, when exactly the call takes place. But I believe the call was at 17 o'clock. I believe that's the correct answer there. Во сколько часов он хочет с ней встретиться? So at what time did he want to meet her? That was, I believe... Um, um, через полтора. So in an hour and a half, I finish work and want to invite you for a walk. So if it's 17 o'clock now, then that means an hour and a half after that, it's 18:30, right? Во сколько часов он уже звонил ей? So he said he called half an hour ago. That's right. So if the call happened at 17, that means he said he called the first time already half hour before that, which was 16:30. Когда он обычно заканчивает работу? So when does he usually finish work? She said, ты же обычно заканчиваешь работу в 8. So you usually finish work at 7, which is 19 o'clock. Когда освободится девушка? So when does the girl say she's going to finish? That was at 19:15, right? Hold on. What? Oh, no, sorry. 18:45. That's right. 7 minus 15. So 7 without 15. So 18:45. No, still doesn't take. What did I do wrong here? Hold on. Let's see. He called it 17. I'm pretty sure that's right. He wanted to invite her to a walk or wanted to meet her at 18:30. I believe that's right. When did he call already the first time? That was 16:30. And... Oh. When does he usually finish work? 20? В 8. I can't believe I still keep doing this. I sometimes mix up siem and восемь, of course. Восемь is 8. Siem is 7. Восемь is 8. So 8 o'clock p.m. is 20 o'clock. There we go. All right, that's what I got wrong. Gosh, can't believe I'm still doing stuff like that. That's pretty, it's kind of a new mistake. It happens. Okay, so telling the time. Here we go. It's kind of funny. I find it a little bit funny that, in many languages, people think it's kind of excessive that there's a formal and an informal way of saying you. Like in Russian, there's ты and the. But not only is there that, there's actually a formal and an informal way of telling the time or saying the time. So stuff like полчаса, half an hour, that's something you would say among friends, but it's too informal. That's too casual for serious meetings. Serious business people do not say полчаса. So let's go ahead and take a look at the full list here. So yeah, so полночь, the middle of the night, час дня, 1 hour during the day, 4 часа дня, 4 hours daytime, 9 вечера, so 9 at night, 11 вечера, so 11 at night. Yeah, час meaning 13 o'clock or 1 p.m. So, yeah, here we have different ways of telling the time. Yeah, in a formal setting, precise time is usually specified with hours and minutes. In informal styles, constructions with the words polovina or четверть are more widespread. So here we go, time of the day. Obviously, I'm not going to read all this. You can read it if you'd like. Yes, and then constructions of nominative and genitive. We'll have a lesson, a couple lessons later, we have complex constructions of time with other cases, but let's not worry about that for now. Yeah, and this tells you the different cases that the numbers are in. See, it gets kind of complicated. Again, I think they probably left this for later, even though telling the time should be a very basic skill. They said, but there's all this stuff with the different cases, and you have to know when to use the genitive and when to use the nominative. Let's leave that till later, because all these cases are kind of confusing. So it's a little bit... It's a little bit dicey, I guess, because on the one hand, being able to tell time is very important, obviously. It's like a basic life skill in any language. But to do it properly, like, you can do it without mistakes. Like, you can make mistakes and people will still understand you, but doing this properly, because they don't want to teach bad Russian. They want to teach very proper Russian, obviously, in lessons like this. And so to do that, it gets a little bit advanced to do it really properly, because you need to know when to use the right cases. So maybe that's why they left it till later. I don't know. It's just my guess. Anyway, right at the time in numbers. So сейчас пол восьмого вечера. So it's half of 8 in the evening, right? So it's half of 8 in the evening. That means, so 8 is 20 o'clock, so half of 8 means 7:30, half before 8. Мы вышли из дома без 15:09. So we walked out of the house, or we walked from home, без 15:09. So 9 is 9, без 15 minus 15. So 15 minutes before 9, meaning 8:45. Я буду в офисе в 12:20. So I will be in the office at 12, so 12:20. So okay, so literally just like in English, 12:20. 12:20, 12:20. Straightforward. Сколько времени? So what time is it? 10 минут третьего. So 10 minutes before the third. So 10 minutes before 3. Wait, no, that's not right. Oh, it's 10 minutes of the third hour. That's why it says третьего, the third hour. So it's 10 minutes of the third hour. That means it's 2:10, because the third hour is the hour from 2 o'clock until 3 o'clock. And so we're 10 minutes into the third hour. Okay, gosh, that's a little tricky. Сейчас 8 вечера. So now it's 8 in the evening. Мы встречаемся через полтора часа. So it's 8 in the evening. We're gonna meet in an hour and a half. Сколько часов мы встречаемся? So we're going to meet. So right now it's 8 in the evening. We're going to meet in an hour and a half. That means you're going to meet at 9:30. So 9:30. Okay, but it's 9 at night. So instead of writing 9:30, which in Europe implies 9 in the morning, let's do the evening. So 9 in the evening is 21. 21:30 is 9:30 p.m. in Europe. Я приду к тебе без 5:05 вечера. So I'll arrive to you без 5:05. That means without 5:05. So 5 minutes before 5. 5 minutes before 5 вечера, in the afternoon. So 5 minutes before 5 p.m. That means, so 5 p.m. is 17. That means 5 minutes before that is 16:55. В 9:30 вечера будет футбол по телевизору. So at 10, 10:30 in the evening. Okay, so this is 10:30 in the evening. There will be football on television. So 10 in the evening is 22 hours. 10:30, half an hour before that, is 21:30, 9:30 p.m. Сейчас четверть первого. Now it's 1/4 of the first. So the first hour is the hour from noon until 1 p.m., and we're into 1/4 of that. We're 1/4 of the way into that. That means it's 12:15 p.m. Позвони мне в последнего вечера. So Полсед. Okay, Полседьмого. So седьмой is the 7th hour. So so half of 7. Okay, so call me half of the 7th hour in the evening. 7 at night is 19 o'clock. Half hour before that is 18:30 or 6:30 p.m. Мы работали до без 10:11 вечера. So we worked until without 10 11 in the evening. So 11 in the evening is 23 o'clock. Without 10, meaning that without 10 minutes, so 10 minutes before that is then 22:50. There we go. Are you beginning to see a little bit why they might have left this till later? It's partly the cases, but it's partly also Russian has some weird constructs which might not be familiar to. If you're used to 12-hour time, so AM and PM time, instead of saying things like 19 o'clock, you say 7 p.m. Then the mix of European style 24-hour time with the different cases and the different constructions, like half seven, meaning 6:30, stuff like that, which are not familiar to American speakers. Maybe that's why they left this for later. I don't know. It's not incredibly difficult. You just need to know the constructs. It's not super, super difficult, but it's not. Telling the time in Russian is not as simple as it is in English. I think that's clear. Okay, click the right answer. So 5 minut первого. So 5 minutes of the first, well, that's pretty straightforward. I mean, this is the only one with 5 minutes. So it's 5 minutes of the first hour. The first hour is the hour from 12 till 1 p.m., 12 till 13, so 12:05. Без семи полночь. So полночь is midnight. So it's midnight without 7. So that means not 7 minutes after midnight, but 7 minutes before midnight. So 11:53 p.m. or 23:53. Пол третьего. So half of the third. So third hour is from 14 till 15 o'clock. Half of that then, so half of 3 is 2:30. 10 минут десятого вечера. So 10 minutes of the 10th at night. So we're 10 minutes into the 10th hour. That means it's 10 minutes past 9. Его не было полтора часа. So he was not here. He was not here. Полтора часа, an hour and a half. I mean, полтора часа is 1 hour and 30 minutes. 1 час 30 минут. Сейчас четверть 12. So, четверть, a quarter. That's right. Sorry, one quarter. Четверть is 1/4. So it's 1/4 of the 12, so of the 12th. Okay, so we are 1/4 into the 12th hour, meaning it's 11:15. Он встает без 27. So he is hold on, what's встает? I should probably know this, but for some reason I don't seem to, so I'm just going to quickly check. Oh, of course, he wakes up. He gets up. Он встает. He wakes up без 27, without 27. So that means 20 minutes before 7, so obviously 6:40. Мы придем без четверти 4. So we arrived, or we will arrive without without a quarter of the fourth. Without a quarter of the fourth hour. The fourth hour is from 3 to 4. Without a quarter of that means, a quarter of an hour before 4, so 15:45. Без пяти 12, so 12 is 2 without 5, so 12 without 5, meaning 5 before 12, 11:55. And finally, 10 минут второго ночи. So in the night, so it's important to say ночи because without ночи this would mean 10 minutes of the second hour during the day. That would mean 13:10, yeah. So without ночи here, it would be 13:10, meaning 1:10 in the afternoon during the daytime. But with the ночи at night, obviously then it's 10 minutes into the second hour of the night, or 1:10. There we go. Okay. A lot of math involved here. I mean, it's not super difficult. Like this is not like calculus or anything. It's not, or advanced algebra. Like it's not super advanced math. But I realize a lot of English speakers are probably not used to speaking about time in this way, And so it takes some getting used to, obviously. Okay, and the big finish. Сейчас 3 часа дня. So now it is 3 hours during the day, so 3 p.m. Через 15 минут закончится конференция. Сколько будет времени? So now it's 3 o'clock during the day. In 15 minutes, the conference will finish. What time will it be? So 15 o'clock during the day, it's 3 o'clock during the day is 15 o'clock, and then in 15 minutes, so 15:15. Сейчас уже час дня, so it's already 1 o'clock during the day, so 13, it's 1 p.m., 13. Собрание идет уже полчаса. So, hold on, so... Собрание идет уже полчаса. So the meeting already goes half an hour. Когда оно началось? Okay, I get it. So now it's 1 o'clock during the day, 1 p.m. The meeting already started, or has already been going for half an hour. When did it start? So it started half an hour before 13. So we just say 12:30. Yeah, it started at 12:30. And then after half an hour, it's 13 or 1 p.m. Сейчас 5 часов. So now it's 5 o'clock. Вы договорились встретиться с другом через 2,5 часа. Oh boy. Okay. I was going to say, if you just say 5 часов without context, it's not necessarily clear if this is 5 a.m. or p.m., but you're probably not meeting friends at like 5 in the morning. It's not usual, so just contextually, let's assume this is 5 in the afternoon. So that's 17 hours. You agreed to meet with a friend in 2,5 часа, in 2.5 hours. Сколько будет времени? What time will it be? So right now it's 5 p.m. You agreed to meet with a friend in 2.5 hours. When will that be? Obviously then 7:30 p.m. So 7:30 p.m. is 19:30. Сейчас полвторого. Okay, it's полвторого. It's half of the second hour. That means 1:30. Вы начали писать отчет без 15:10. You started writing a report without 15:10, so at 9:45. Сколько времени прошло? Wait, really? Okay, hold on. Let me read this again. So, you started writing a report at без 15:10. So, 15 before 10. 15 before 10, that means at 9:45. I started at 9:45, and now it is 1:30. So what's the time from 9:45 to 1:30? So 9:45 to 13:30 actually. So from 9 to 13 is obviously 4 hours minus a quarter hour because I started at 9:45 and not at 9:30. So that should then be 3 hours and 3 часа 45 минут. Okay, last one. Now we'll see if this is correct. If we got everything right. Вы заболели и должны принимать лекарство каждые 4,5 часа. I think they're really trying to make this complicated now. They're really trying to just trip us up here. They must be doing this deliberately. So, вы заболели, you got sick, or you are sick. И должны принимать лекарство, and must take your medication. Каждые 4, каждые 4,5 часа, every 4.5 hours. Come on, what medication is there on earth that requires you to take it every 4.5 hours? No doctor will say take this every 4.5 hours. 4 hours is okay, 5 hours is okay. You don't need to time the medication dosage that precisely to half an hour. Okay, fine. You need to take your medication every 4.5 hours. Последний раз это было в 20 минут 11. So last time it was at 20 minutes of the 11th. 20 minutes of the 11th hour. That means 10:20. Когда вы должны снова принимать лекарство. So, last time you took your medication was at 10:20. So the question is basically just what's 10:20 plus 4.5 hours? So 10 plus 4 is obviously 14. So, okay, so next time we 14 hours. And then 10:20 plus half an hour, that's 50. So 14:50. There we go. Okay. Wow. They really... Come on, guys. This isn't even really about Russian at this point. This is more just about math. This is like games with numbers now. These are like number puzzles more than about learning Russian. That was lesson 83. Telling the time. I changed my mind. I think I have an idea why they left this for later now. Okay, so exercise 1 was this dialogue here. A guy trying to pick up on a woman and trying to get her to go out for a walk with him. Walk in quotation marks, probably. This was fairly straightforward. Just transposing this text into numbers. Test here, this was also, I think, not super difficult, as long as, well, I still don't know how you're supposed to know when he called. I don't think they said that he called at 17 o'clock. Everything else pretty much follows from there. If you know that the call is at 5 o'clock p.m., everything else kind of followed from there, but I didn't catch on that the call was at 5 p.m., but oh well. All right, and there's all of this. And yeah, I'm not going to click through this again, and then this is the end of that. All right, that was it. That was lesson 83. Thanks for watching, everyone. This was a little bit different from some of the other lessons, but I hope you enjoyed it anyway. I'll see you next time for lesson 84. Until then, take care, everyone. Ta-ta, bye-bye for now.